Hello everyone and welcome to Weekend Rental, episode 76. We are your gaming and geek culture podcast. As always, my name is Ryan and I am joined by Andy.
Hey.
Alright, and if you enjoy our content, you can find a bunch of other great content, podcasts, articles, and more over at geekade.com. What's your geek? New episode. We're a duo again. I feel like this is happening a lot lately. We're on the struggle bus as like a 3-man podcast, but we're getting it done.
It's just a lot of things happening.
Do you think we could pull off a 1-man? Like if shit really hit the fan, could one of us do a podcast and not have it just be a train wreck?
Would we do like puppeteering or something like that? Or
maybe you just do like an inner monologue, like with your inner demons, and it's just
God, I don't want to face that.
Could be interesting. This might be happening, listeners. So let's hope that doesn't come. But so I guess there's a lot of news. So this is good for a 2-man podcast because more stuff has come out in the last 2 weeks, I feel, than probably the 3 months before it. Well, I guess there's been reasons for that, but I guess I was kind of blown away and also not by that Sony event. Got delayed. They showed it on the 11th. Bunch of games coming to the next gen hardware, the PlayStation 5. I gotta admit, like, I wasn't so impressed. I think the thing that floored me right away was they led off this presentation by showing a Grand Theft Auto game, and the hype was there. I was like, oh shit, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna see a 6 behind this thing. But no, they decided to kick off their hype train with a updated version of a 10-year-old game and the promise of the free online version of GTA 5. Like, people don't already have it on 10 platforms.
Yeah, no kidding. I really hope that was a, hey, we'll do this for you now, but when 6 comes out, we get first dibs at it,
Yeah, and it was strange too, because then they promised, like, and if you play Grand Theft Auto Online now on PlayStation 4, we're going to give you $1 million a month up until this launches. So it's like, are they trying to cultivate and sway the GTA Online audience to jump to PlayStation 5? Because I think the people that take it very seriously are doing it on PC. So it seemed kind of strange.
Yeah, that is, I mean, and then they said they made a big deal about it being free, but
right.
Is it not free now? You still have to buy the game then?
You have to buy the game, right. So in
but like, I mean,
theory,
that's
you'd get the online. Yeah, well, that's true too, yeah. And then they're also talking about the, like, what was it, like, extended and like remastered? So they must obviously also be selling the full game.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Huh.
It just, like, it was the weirdest way to start next gen hype for me. And I guess it's like, yeah, sure, this is going to be on PS5, but was this the thing you wanted to lead with? I think their next trailer, that Spider-Man Miles Morales, was probably the thing they should have led with.
Oh,
even
yeah,
though it
for
was
sure.
30 seconds.
Yeah. And then what is that thing even?
Right, yeah, immediately the confusion. Yeah. So it sounds like it is a standalone game based on the existing engine. So it's like, to me, it's like a infamous, like First Light or whatever that was, or like The Last of Us.
Same map, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Or Uncharted, yeah, had that spin-off. So it was weird. They could have been a little more clear on that. And I think the problem was the Sony rep came out and gave more confusing information, and then it had to be cleared up. I don't know. So everybody's confused. That will sell consoles, though.
Yeah.
If it's exclusive to PlayStation 5.
But yeah, I think it has to be, because I think they own the developer.
Okay. And then, well, but I mean, do you think it could be on PS4 too?
Oh, good point. Well, they said this year, right? So
Right. That was the only thing I
Yeah,
think they
maybe.
said this year on, which was
Yeah.
shocking. You show this like hour-long presentation of games and everything's got slapped with nothing or a 2021. And I'm like, so what am I playing besides Grand Theft Auto Online with your console? I could just do that with my PS4.
yeah.
Yeah. And then it was weird because they did the smart move, I thought, where they like kind of that little segment leading into all those trailers where it was like the history of PlayStation and the, you know, clips of all the franchises, all the, you know, all the stuff that was exclusive to their consoles. And they leaned into all of that stuff throughout the trailer. And I just found myself not caring about any of the things that they still had as first party exclusives, like another Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, it's pretty great. Yeah, Oddworld. Okay, I don't need any more of that. You got Gran Turismo. It's a car. It's going to look pretty great. Horizon is eating your lunch on that. I don't think that's going to do anything. Little Big Planet. Okay, it was strange. They were almost. It was like almost a Nintendo-fied glimpse at Sony. It was so like Bug Snacks, like all these things that seem so cutesy and kiddie. And Bug Snacks seems fucked up, and that song is still in my head.
Yeah, that I'm not sure what the gameplay of that is, but it was weird.
It just makes me wish there's like a dildo bug, so that like your arms become like giant floppy dildos. I guess the hot dog bug would probably get you there. But.
Yeah. At some point, you're just making Spore, I think. But
yeah, that's true. And then that thing about the cat, Stray. I don't know. Did any game like really jump out at you? The only thing that I was like intrigued by a good amount was that Square Enix thing that looked kind of like a mashup between like Bayonetta and like a more open world action game. That seemed cool, but also rough, and they didn't show enough.
And it had a project. The name was Project, so that's going to be a while.
Yeah.
I mean, if Horizon looks like that on the console, like that's insane.
Yeah, it did look really good. Nate texted right away, gloating that he called it. I was like, "Hey, they didn't say it was coming out this year. I guarantee you, it's not." But yeah, I think his bet might have been that they would announce it, which he's right.
Yeah.
I want to be excited for that, but the longer I get away from Horizon Zero Dawn, the more I realize like I loved the story, but I hated the game play. Yeah. Like I didn't like any of the stuff I was doing. Mm-hmm. So I'm having a hard time getting excited for that sequel. It looked gorgeous though, you're right. Just seeing some of the decay on like the real world USA locations is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It was tough because it's like they didn't really give you anything like console's coming, this is why you want it, you know?
Right. There's almost no incentive to be an early adopter.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. And it's at some point, you know, Horizon looked really pretty, but at some point, what's that difference between that and, you know, maybe Last of Us 2? You know, it's probably not that much overall.
Right. And they did update that and like all they would for a release date, because I noticed they didn't say anything in that. And that came out either today or yesterday that it's slotted for 2021, which just to me means it's not coming out till 2022. But
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And I just, they lean into so much indie stuff that it's hard to really, not that those games don't look good. They do. A lot of them are intriguing, but it's just hard to get really excited about that because you want the shock and awe of like what your hardware is doing for you.
Yeah. And
really, I think the only thing, well, visually Horizon, but like really the other thing that showed that off, I thought was that Ratchet and Clank thing, just with the instant distortion of like the level and like, you know, the seamless, there was no loading. You're just like blasting through different
like
stages.
A totally different level. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that, and from a technical standpoint, that's amazing. But that again is one of those like, kind of like technical showpiece games where it's really cool at first, and then like eventually it just becomes normal. So like the effect is going to be, lessened by the time you play that game a few hours.
Well, and no third party is going to do it, because if Xbox doesn't have a fast enough hard drive to pull that off,
Right.
they're
Yep.
just not going to do that feature.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, go ahead.
then there's the look, the console itself.
Yeah, I looked at that thing and I just don't know how somebody at a high enough level in that organization didn't step back and be like, guys, we put our console into a vagina. How did we not catch this? Not one person did that.
Or they knew all along and they said, this is good marketing here.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I guess I like the design in comparison to like the Series X, but it's pretty wild.
Yeah,
you know?
it's out there. It doesn't look like anything that you'd want on your next to all the other things on your entertainment stand. It's like one of
No.
these things is not like the other.
Well, I made that joke immediately I made a meme and put it on Twitter. I don't know if you saw that, but like did you ever watch like Everybody Loves Raymond?
Yeah.
So there's that episode where his mom takes that sculpting class and she brings over that sculpture that like everyone's just in love with. And it's clearly like a giant, like abstract sculpted vagina.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
And they're
that
like,
one, yeah.
no, it's a sailboat. So like I immediately took the screenshot from that episode and like put the console on it and threw it out on Twitter and like nobody got it. Like
Oh man.
just like a dead, like a wet fart. Like it just did not. But I laughed my ass off. And as soon as I showed it to my wife too, not that picture, just the console, I was like, look at the PlayStation 5. She's like, looks like a vagina. I'm like, okay, thank you. It's not just me. So. And they say it's for ventilation, but to me, I just see like it looks cool, but it's over engineering. Like there had to have been a more cost effective way to do that.
It looks like what the PlayStation 2 should have been. Like I feel like that was the era that would have went really wild and crazy.
Yeah.
Where now everything is just like
Box.
well, like yeah, Xbox is just a cube or whatever.
I was actually kind of anticipating a look more like the PS2. I thought maybe they would go back to like a more stylized version of that. And then it's interesting they're launching day one with a digital, well, I mean, one with an optical drive and one without, because this whole conversation leading up to this gen from both camps has been about backwards compatibility. So what does that say for you as a PlayStation 5 owner if you don't have the disk drive? I mean, I guess in theory your digital games carried over, but you've just lost a lot of your options.
Oh, for sure.
And then do you think that this means the drive version goes over the 500 mark?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's what they're doing here is they're doing the Xbox thing but smarter. They're making used games a premium feature. And
so what are your thoughts then? 550, 549 for the optical drive, and then
I think it'll be
$499?
I think it'll be an extra $100 just for a drive.
100? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they want to make sure that they want to price that one above, so you get the lower one and for digital.
I mean, I can't imagine them on the drive one going over 550. So, do you think they would?
Well, the digital could be 450.
Okay, yeah. That would be right at cost, manufacturing cost.
Yep. I think the drive one will be over 500 because that's the mark where people be like, oof, that's too much. So then they'll buy the cheaper one.
What bothers me about it is like the the driveless one is more aesthetically pleasing. Like it's a better looking console.
Yeah.
A weird like slapped on drive thing.
The parasite on a whale type looking thing.
Yeah. The cyst on the vagine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, and then to do like the dumb thing of like peripherals, and it's like remote headphones. Like, of course, it's gonna have this. We don't need to see this right now. Like, Gosh, I mean, they could have given us like a 30-second overview of like what the dashboard was going to look like. I would have taken that over the headphones and that shit.
I think they had the immediate screen where you press the button to
Oh,
go
was that
in,
what that was? Okay.
but it didn't show any like actual like interface.
Yeah. I can't believe I didn't get a price. I really can't. How are people doing pre-orders on these consoles?
Are they ever going to get a price? Maybe it just shows up and be like,
yeah, we're 5 months
you
away.
guys figure it out.
I don't get it.
Here, Walmart.
I think Sony is really waiting for Microsoft to do it, and Microsoft's going to be cheaper. I just don't know why Microsoft hasn't done it.
Yeah.
Because I heard that they've been losing money on the One X. So, like, if they were willing to lose money on that and sell it at a loss, like, should just go for the throat. Go for $399 with your brand new console. People will buy it.
Oh, man, yeah. Man, if you could undercut them that much, that'd be... What did was the X450 when it came out?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I feel like the Xbox One was very cheap at that point, like the base model, because they were still like running twice the base, as much. Yeah, the base, the S plus that, like it was nuts. Yeah, I don't get it. We need prices on consoles now. Like that's the crazy thing. And then
who's gonna buy them though?
Yeah, nobody can afford them, and it's just crazy to me that developers haven't started leaking stuff. Like, I'm surprised there's no write-ups in Kotaku or like exclusive interviews on IGN with like people just spilling the beans on what they've got in the works, and like nobody's doing it.
Right. Yeah, and like nothing on like software side of it either. Like as far as like how the console runs or anything like that, they don't really talk about any of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was really disappointed. I think Xbox has a better stance right now from like a games you're going to get to play market just with Xbox Game Pass, but they don't have the exclusives like Sony does for sure.
No, I mean, if they come out and they say
they might, but
if they come out of their video in July or whatever and say, here's our box, this is what it does, and here's Halo, I don't think that's quite enough either, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because with all those studios they snapped up, like realistically, a lot of those won't have launch titles.
Right.
We're probably looking 21, 22 for a lot of that, but I don't know. I am seeing no reason to buy either console so far this year, or even maybe next year.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing that I really need a new console for.
Yeah. I did pick up a new game.
Oh, yeah?
But I bought that, I don't even remember what it's called. Clubhouse Games, Worldwide Classics, 51.
Ooh.
So I went to Walmart for some groceries, and they were doing the weird Walmart thing where like every game, I don't know how Walmart does it, where every game is $8 less than retail everywhere else.
Yeah.
But it's like, it was $32. It came out like 2 days prior. I'm like, okay, I'll just buy that. That's cheap. We've been playing that. It's fun. I mean, it's just board games and dumb stuff like that, but I don't know. It's good. Sit down and play stuff. Me and my son have been going through some of it. So
what's the first game? Like, what do you sit down at that? What does Ryan pick?
What did we do first? I think I did Slot Cars was my very first one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then we did Connect 4. My son legitimately beat me at Connect 4 first game, so then I crushed him after that. I had to teach him what was up. We've been playing a little Chinese checkers. He really likes the fishing game, which I don't like, but he's a big fisherman, so yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's exactly what you think you're getting. It's a good value proposition, though. It's exactly what the Switch was made for.
Yeah. That's like one of the first Wii games I feel like they've made for the Switch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely got that aesthetic too, like all the goofy like little figures and stuff and characters and voices and explanations. It all feels very very Wii-like.
Sure.
It's got bowling in there too, which is got touchscreen, which is really weird because it's super easy to get a strike.
Huh.
Kind of gives me a little bit of vibe of like Capcom bowling. So I'm digging that.
Okay.
Because, the whole, I don't have the ball to roll, but at least get the screen to fit. So yeah, it's been good. I think that's all I've been playing though. I think.
Huh. I haven't been doing much either. I will be this weekend when Last of Us comes out, but
isn't it out? Or just reviews are out?
Yeah, reviews are out.
So you're all in, huh? You're still gonna.
It'll be Friday. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Even though
Sounds
everyone
pretty
says
good.
It's like the most depressing, brutal schlag of a game.
Yeah. It's probably more cheerful than I am right now. So.
I need to murder some puppies.
Yeah.
I guess IGN's been getting some shit for their 10 out of 10 review on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of people have pretty negative opinions of it.
Huh. Yeah, I could see it. You're never gonna. It's hard to follow up a good game,
Yeah, and I think the tone of it is kind of what people right now aren't wanting. So I think that's some of
Mhm.
it. I think it's the reason I won't pick it up because I fell off of the first Last of Us just because it was so intense and like so dark and like the jump scares. Like it grated on me after a while. And it sounds like this one's just all of that all the time.
They doubled down on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was listening to, was it Beastcast? And they were talking about the guy for CNET who reviewed it, said like he played it in 90-minute chunks. Like that was all he could tolerate. Like 90 minutes at a time. Then he had to like go fucking cheer himself up.
Yeah. We'll see.
That doesn't make it a bad game though. I mean, visually it looks incredible. I'm sure it plays really well, just like the first one. So I heard it's longer than the first one.
Oh, really? Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that could be kind of tough because that fell off. It was a little bit longer than it needed to be, but it's so weird. From the makers of Crash Bandicoot comes this horror story.
If you had to make all those Crash games, wouldn't you eventually get twisted too? Yeah, that's gonna be. I mean, that's really the only AAA in sight, right? I mean, I can't think of anything else coming out that's on that level.
No, not really. Even Nintendo is like, nope, nothing.
Yeah, I saw they slashed the price of because they're discontinuing the new 2DS XL. So right now you can get the new 2DS XL with Mario Kart 7 pre-installed for $99.
That's not bad.
I might buy myself another one since my son confiscated mine and like scratched the screen up.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've still got Monster Hunter Story to play somewhere.
Yeah.
You know me, I love RPGs and portables. I'm sure it's going to go well.
Yeah, it'll be, I don't know.
Well, you know what else I bought that I hate myself for? What was I looking for? I don't know, something. I had to go to Target for something. I've been trying to find a Xbox One wired controller. Can't anywhere that I'm going to set foot in. I should just order it online, but they reprinted some Amiibo. And they had the Piranha Plant Amiibo.
Really?
And against everything inside me, I bought it because it's just cool looking. I didn't need another one.
I can't believe they're making more of them.
Yeah, I don't know why they reprinted that one. They did. It was the Animal Crossing bitch, him, and then King K. Rool got a reprint.
Really? Huh.
So, I don't know. I wanted the Piranha Plant one, and it was gone. I'm at the point where I just kind of buy the ones I think look cool as I see them in stores. Like, I have no idea what's coming out and when anymore, because I just don't care. But
they haven't made one outside of like the Super Smash Brothers series in a long time now, right?
Shovel Knight just had a bunch again.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The Treasure Trove, and then there was like the Golden Knight. And
yeah. Huh. That feels like they're the one deal though.
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't really announced, I don't think, to my knowledge, anything new. I think they've kind of stopped that with the Switch. I mean, it's just been the onslaught of fighters for the frickin' Melee.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we're gonna get an ARMS amiibo.
So interesting seeing like the black market now on all those like those Animal Crossing amiibo cards.
Oh, really? People are all about it?
Yeah, because you can get like you scan them in and they come to your village in the new Animal Crossing or something like that.
Gotcha. Does that do anything for you other than just having new people, new villagers?
Yeah, you just get to pick who you want in your town.
Interesting.
People go to great lengths for stupid shit.
They know that you can just get like those NFC things from like China, right? Like
Yeah.
has
Just do it.
Everything. No why you wouldn't do that. Yeah, there's just like you can tell that retailers like Best Buy probably carries the most of them, but like I think most retailers have a spot for like 2 amiibo anymore, and that's about it.
I think Walmart stopped a while ago, at least around here.
Yeah, I guess I can't recall seeing one at a Walmart recently. It's so hard to find games anywhere though, because like that's the whole game real estate, like there's hardly any square footage. Walmart has the most, and even then it's not that much.
Right. And even then there's less now because there's cards everywhere. It's just cards.
Yeah.
And then they got demolished during the virus, the stay-at-home stuff. It just seems like the cases are empty at a lot of them, especially the Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, hence why I can't find a damn controller. It's nuts. Nuts. But if you are looking for games and you don't want to go shopping, itch.io had one hell of a deal. So they were doing that charity bundle. I think it was, for the Black Lives Matter stuff. I don't even remember. There were two organizations, like 100% of the proceeds are getting split between. I don't remember what it was, but I just figured it was $5 to buy into the bundle. Pay what you want, $5 minimum. It all went to charity, and then it started out with this like weird bundle. Like I think they were at 1,000 games, and then everyone jumped on the bandwagon with this thing, and like devs just kept throwing more of their games at it, to the point where this thing, when it finally ended, we were looking at like 1,700 games and over $10,000 value. I mean, it was just unbelievable. They raised over $5 million. I don't even know what the total was.
I think it got up almost close to 7, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. It's insane. I mean, I don't know. There might be such a thing as too many games. That's what I've discovered out of this.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. I purchased it and then I created my account, and then I'm like, I can't wrap my head around this right now. I mean, there's definitely a ton of indie stuff you've never heard of, but there's also a lot of quality indie stuff that you have heard of, like Celeste and Old Man's Journey, and I saw a few dozen games that I knew.
Oh yeah.
But I kind of like the idea of just like booting up some of those, just like, what am I getting myself into? I saw like several things that appear to be like straight Zelda clones that I just want to check out. Like one looked like a Minish Cap ripoff, 100%. So
there's a lot of shooters on there too. I kind of want to.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
try those
somebody needs to take it upon themselves though to break down what was in that bundle and like highlight it for people, because it is just too much for a mere mortal to comprehend.
Yeah, I mean, how long do you think, even if you spent like an hour in each game like that, you couldn't do it?
No.
It would take you years and years and years.
Yep. Yeah, it's just nuts. I hope when you create the account, because I haven't logged in to find out, that it just knows what you've purchased, and then you can select them to download.
It's everything. You just bought itch.io. There you go.
It's the whole story. We have nothing else. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, and it's good. I mean, it's good to see money raised for that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just nice to see, everyone in the, publishing and development side come out and throw their game out there for free.
Yeah.
Unprecedented.
It's cool. A lot of it was like development tools too, like asset packs and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Because that's right. It wasn't all just games. Some of it was just different things, and some of them were like experiences. I heard.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what that means, but
that means we made it in a game jam and we want to put it up for money.
That's true. Yeah. I'm pretty excited to like just have like a few hours someday when the fam's not around to just kind of try some of those and see what you can get. I was really excited that I guess I already have it, so I shouldn't be excited, but they have Micro Mages in there, which you should play that with your family.
Is that good? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got the NES version, but yeah, it's 4-player. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Action platformer. You gotta crawl your way to the top of the tower, then you all fight a boss together. It's really cool.
Oh, cool.
Huh. So, yeah. And then I loved how Humble did the same thing immediately following, for like $30 and offering like 1/10% of the games. So, and books. Not the best look, Humble.
No,
still,
what do you do?
Still a good bundle though.
Yeah. It's a bummer because they're PC games that, you have that many. It's kind of like getting a ROM set where you just like boot up whatever looks interesting, play it for 5 minutes or something like that.
Right.
But it's way more involved with PC and especially indie games that like to talk and give you a story, and
yeah,
you have to install it, uninstall it. Yeah, it's a bigger deal, but I don't know.
Be a good like grab a 6-pack and have a buddy come over sort of thing. It's like, what the fuck is this? I don't know. Let's find out. Maybe we'll find the sequel to Strip Fighter 2.
It's in there. It's got to be.
Strip Fighter Armageddon.
It's probably in there.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yep. Some news came out today that I was pretty excited for, though. We're getting a new Pokemon Snap.
Is it new? It's not just a port?
Yeah, it's a new thing, completely new.
Nice.
It's even called New Pokemon Snap. That's how you know.
Are you gonna get to take the Switch out of the dock and like actually turn it like a camera? Will it work?
Ooh, that has to be, right?
You'd think so. It's the perfect use for that. It's got the gyroscopic sensors and everything.
Yeah. I mean, if Face Raiders did it on the 3DS, you can do it on...
Where's my Face Raiders sequel, damn it?
Yeah, I think Pokemon Snap is probably the best non-main Pokemon game out there, so... Them
it's just
finally
a rail
making
shooter,
a new one.
right? But you have a camera, kind of?
Yeah, you kind of do different actions to like set up different shots, and I don't know. There's some secret areas, if I remember right, if you do certain things, and yeah. It's pretty cool. Totally holds up for a 64 game, but
I feel like people that are into that game have been clamoring for another one forever, so it's pretty huge. Wasn't there a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but there was like several announcements Pokemon related, right? It wasn't just, I mean, not new games, but there was like stuff for the Sword and Shield or no?
Yeah, there's an expansion pass. I think that came out today, maybe.
Okay.
For Sword and Shield, yeah. And they always do their weird shit. Like, I think one of them is like a toothbrush game, like you brush your teeth with Pokemon or something like that.
Oh, that's normal.
That's an app. I don't know. They always do weird stuff, but I think there's a puzzle game they're making. I don't know.
Okay. So they have a launch date then for this new Snap game, or just the fact that it's coming?
I don't know if I saw a time frame. It's going to be tough because they have to get all the Best Buys up and going, or the Blockbusters up and going.
So you can print your photos off?
Yeah.
It's true.
That's going to take some time.
They can just work out a deal with Shutterfly. And then Shutterfly will get to be a secret Pokemon that you can take a picture of.
Ooh. Man, that does sound like a Pokemon.
Anything sounds like a Pokemon if you think hard enough.
I don't know if they're thinking hard enough anymore about it, but
Yeah, didn't they introduce like a Bolt? Like, wasn't that the new thing?
Yeah. But I'll be interested in that game. It's tough to say that that's a full price game because you can cruise through the first snap if you know what you're doing in like an hour and a half.
Okay.
So you would hope that this is a little bit more meat on the bone, but that's not necessarily the case with Nintendo.
Hopefully they throw in the ROM from the first one too as like an unlockable, but
That'd be cool.
or like an updated version of it. I doubt they'll do that because Nintendo. But
yeah, I wonder if they'll bring back Todd.
Who's Todd?
He was the camera guy.
Hmm.
They made the game, and then they had to put him in the universe somehow. So he was on the cartoon for like a season, where he just took pictures.
Is he the squinty older guy that was always with him?
No, he was like a redhead, I think.
Oh, nobody
I
wants
remember.
that.
Yeah.
I've been waiting. I mean, I'm glad that they're coming out with this kind of news, but like, where's Nintendo on the whole Year of Mario anniversary? Like, E3 happened. How come we're not getting bigger news?
Because somebody leaked it. They're like, no, you can't have it anymore.
Maybe.
If we can't do the cool news on it.
Just want Super Mario 3D World on my Switch already, damn it.
What do you think they'd add? What's the deluxe to that game?
Well, they'd probably add Nabbit and Toadette, I guess. I don't know. What do you add? They'd already had 5 playable characters anyway. I don't think you need more. I mean, I would take more levels. They expanded that like bonus stage, like the rainbow magic stage.
Yeah.
And then if they allowed you to like take a pistol into those water levels where you had to ride that big jerpy dinosaur, so you just shoot him in the back of the head, get it over with, that'd be great.
Those were okay. I didn't mind those.
Those are okay. Those were okay, but did you play them like I did with your kids who were like
throwing you
2
over.
and 4 and like constantly jumping, and you're like, damn it, I need to make this corner because only one person can steer, but everybody gets to jump because that's a good idea. Horrible. Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean, they have done new content, which I would appreciate, but I would take just a straight port of that too. I don't know. I love that game. So good.
Dog suit.
Dog suit? Yeah. Waluigi suit?
That'd be good.
They did give it. I mean, we didn't get a Mario game, but at least they gave us that free jumping rope game this week. There's that. Have you played that?
I played it in Mario Odyssey, but
okay. Yeah, I downloaded it. They're like, yeah, free fitness game where you just jump a rope. I'm like, okay.
Is it just like press a button, see how many times you can do it, or no?
No, you hold the Joy-Con in your hand and then you jump.
Oh, okay.
So it's, I guess, gets kids to exercise or people, but
yeah.
I have not tried it yet. It looks like a really basic clip art drawn game. Why they dropped it all of a sudden, I don't know, but they did. I went down a weird rabbit hole with my Switch because I was just checking out what was on sale, right? Because they had that big sale. Well, all these Nintendo games are discounted. And it's like, well, yeah, but all the first party stuff is only 30% less and not physical. So I'm like, that doesn't appeal to me. So then I went to like Hot Deals or whatever. And, you know, they don't have the 1-cent games anymore because they've weeded that out. But there was like some publisher out there like had a shit ton of like 16-cent games. I'm like, fuck it. Like I got $1.99 in like gold points. So I bought every 16-cent game they had. And they're all just awful. Like press a button to like continue doing something and just terrible. Just terrible. Couldn't tell you the name of one of them. But I own them.
Well, you overpaid big time compared to the HIO bundle, which is what? A third of a penny?
Yeah, kicking myself right now. Kicking myself. I just can't believe they haven't fixed that shop at this point yet. It's still just like such a shit show.
Yeah. How like this was the time to add games to the, you know, every streaming service, every thing was like, oh, we added this and this is for this, and you know, since you're stuck at home, we gave you this, and it's like not a single new NES game the whole time, pretty much.
Yeah, in fact, on top of that, they should have given like another free like exclusive to online owners that was outside of that. Like it would have been cool if they would have done like Luigi, Dr. Mario, or whatever. Just like do something cool to get people to pick up the Switch.
Yeah. I suppose they were probably thinking, well, there's none in the store anyway, so why should we?
That's true. Yeah. No, that's not true. I did see a couple Switch Lites, but yeah, standard Switch I haven't seen in stock in forever. Not that I look, I guess, but
somebody online had it today, but I think Ring Fit has been coming in and out of stock everywhere now too. So it must be.
Yeah, I got a text from Danton. He picked one up finally. So
yeah.
Yeah, that would be worthwhile to pick up. You never got that, did you?
No.
Yeah. Maybe all right.
Yeah. We're still on Beat Saber.
Yeah, every time I log into the PS4, somebody's online on Beat Saber, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get back in my VR. I ordered all those games from Best Buy that I have no idea what they are. Smash Hit Plunder.
I think I got these like last night. They were like $5 on Best Buy.
Oh, really? I paid $8 a piece for them. Then I got Apex Construct and then that Operation Warcade that looks like Operation Wolf.
Yeah, those are the three that I got for $5 a piece.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You saved $9 over me. Yeah, I got that, and then they had Tempest 4000. I was like, well, I like Tempest, so I'm buying that. And, well, I should have waited for the price to go down. It's a good deal.
Yeah, they must be getting rid of them. I don't know.
I just feel like they haven't done anything to talk VR. And the fact that they completely left it off with their PlayStation 5 talk so far. Like, not even announcing a new VR headset. If they were going to do it, they should have had one ready for launch.
I could see them doing that in a separate thing to not confuse everybody.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Not the whole, like, Xbox thing where it's like everything comes with a Kinect.
Do you think the new VR headset will just look like a pair of ass cheeks that you put on your head?
Ooh, that'd be nice.
To go along with the console. Sweet. That makes me think of like remember like how Microsoft was touting VR and they're like, yeah, we're working with Oculus and blah blah, and like they never did anything. Happened. I mean, they were smart because they would have lost money, but never came to be.
Yeah, they had that whole like augmented one, the HoloLens or whatever. Yeah, they never did anything with that.
Yeah, I guess good on them, really.
Yeah.
But there's that new VR game people are excited about. It's that Rogue Squadron is coming, and it's got a VR. I don't know if it's exclusively VR, but it's got a VR mode.
That could be pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those out there. There's, spaceship VR games, but
they don't have like the sweet Star Wars music and the pew 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 pew.
Yep.
So, did you ever play that Iron Man one when that came out? The demo.
I don't. Oh, they have a demo for it.
Yeah, it's been out for like a month now.
I don't know. I haven't done that. I was planning on trying it when it came out. But.
Okay. Yeah, I never bothered either. I mean, honestly, I've been buying VR games dirt cheap for like the last year, and I'll buy them when they're on sale on digitally, and I've not played one. Like you mentioned Astrobot a couple weeks ago, and I was like, holy shit, I totally bought that like 9 months ago, and I haven't even opened it. Tetris.
That's definitely one to play. Yeah.
Yeah, Tetris Effect I bought. Haven't gotten into it. I bought Shooty Fruity. Haven't gotten to that. So many good games I need to play.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like, sit down to relax, and it's like, well, get up and put the VR helmet on. You know.
Deal with the headache.
Yeah.
Should find some more VR movie or 3D movies to watch though. That's at least enjoyable for a little bit.
Yep. As long as you're the only one watching.
Right. Yeah.
Explain to the
caveat,
other
isn't
person.
Yeah. Well, it's even hard, like, having, like, a beverage with you, because it's like, I don't know, that headset's so bulky, like, hit your glass on the thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. You don't hear anything about VR that much. Even like Half-Life. A new Half-Life game came out, and I don't know.
Yeah, the killer app didn't exactly set the world on fire.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's just, yeah, it's hard because it's such a solitary experience. And like a lot of what comes from gaming, even if it's a solo game, is communal. Like being able to share it. And you just, I mean, you can, but you can't.
Yeah.
With VR. That's what's hard about it.
Yeah. Really, the only one that's really just been something else was Beat Saber. Like, you can't do that outside of it. So
no, that's still an epic game. That's great. I've never seen anyone play that game that didn't love it.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll do like a straight sequel to that ever, or if they'll just keep adding to it.
Yeah, I don't know. They're pretty slow at adding stuff too, where, you know, like Rock Band and all those other guys were like weekly packs. And this is like 2 months, 3 months between packs. It's tough to keep people interested and excited for that long.
What do they charge for those?
Like $10 for,
okay.
I don't know, they're like $2 a pack or song, something like that.
It's a little high, but
yeah.
I guess.
I mean, when you make a Green Day pack and you don't even have a song from Dookie on there, like what?
Did they do that?
Yeah. Like there's like 2 of their off their new album, of course, and then like
which is trash, yeah.
Bunch of American Idiot.
Well, damn it! Now I want to buy the Green Day pass. I like American Idiot a lot, so
yeah.
I suppose they need to have something with like a more like driving like beat to fit into that song.
Mm-hmm.
Do they like is it remixed at all, or is it just straight?
I don't even have the Green Day one, so I don't know. They have Panic at the Disco, like Timbaland songs,
oh, nice.
And then the only one that we do have that I got for my wife for Mother's Day was the Imagine Dragons pack. So
nice.
That is not entirely exciting.
No. I've been going on the like my 12-month to like 18-month Silverchair hole lately again. So I've been going back through like all their albums, like watching all their live concerts on YouTube, and I don't know why. Like it just every so often I just like that's my life for a month. So if they added Silverchair to that, I'd buy.
Does like one of their songs have like a sleeper cell like phrase in it that turns you on, and it's like, whoa,
I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's weird. And like for this time around, I've been really into Diorama. Well, I guess I like that. I've liked that one before, but that's like not the album that most people like. But
yeah,
I've been listening to that a bunch. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Of all the bands to like go back to, it makes no sense.
Well, everybody has that, right? The one band that
just not understood. It's not like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones or something.
You'd own a trumpet at that point.
Yeah, I'm actually getting kind of nervous because I have vinyl coming in. We're going to be heading out of town for vacation, and it's like 90 degrees this week. So if it doesn't arrive, I might have a very floppy record when I get back. It's supposed to hit on Friday, right before we go. So, and it's MXPX. Mike Herrera did a live recording of some of their songs, like from Texas. And then I ponied up for like it's a special like limited variant, and then I paid extra to have him sign it. So I'm like, I really don't want it to get effed up. So.
Oh yeah, that would be bad.
Hoping it shows up.
Yeah.
That's the
been
bad thing
two-
about COVID is like I sit at home and like I'll just look at these like random like look at emails from like Fat Records and it's like this is getting reissued. I'm like buy. So
Yeah.
like I forget that I buy these like albums and they show up like I probably get a record like every 7 days with being at home. And I don't know why. Like it's dumb.
Yeah. It is amazing that they can ship records and they get there in one piece.
Yeah. I haven't had anything broken in shipping yet. I got a couple that were really warped, but I think it was because they came out of the storage that way. And I got
Yeah.
replacements for them. So
Yeah.
it's weird that they just make records, period, anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
it's honestly easier to get a record of something than it is to get the CD of it for the most part.
At this point, yeah.
In fact, I think Newfound Glory has a new album coming out, and they're actually like being pushed by Target again this time around. So like Target has the exclusive vinyl on Friday for Newfound Glory. So
Wow.
I'm gonna go to Target and buy that. 10 out of 15 again. It's gonna be good.
Does Target gonna have record store days too pretty soon?
Yeah. Well, I love Target because it's like they added vinyl back in, but like you go in there and it's rarely ever like a new release. It's always just like Jimi
Reprints,
Hendrix, the Beatles, and you know, which is fine. I guess that stuff will always sell. So, but every once in a while they'll do these like partnerships with a new artist. I think the last one I saw was like a Billie Eilish or whatever.
Yeah. Or the
Weird.
Garth Brooks ones.
Oh God, that's an epidemic. Even Best Buy got roped into that. I'm like, didn't you just put out a collection? Like, no one bought the CDs, Garth. Why do you need the vinyl now? I don't understand.
You weren't even a thing on when vinyl was a thing.
I've never seen a man in the digital age so eager to just throw away his entire catalog like he is.
Yeah.
I mean, they end up in dumpster fires. It just give it away on Spotify or frickin' I don't know.
Whoever runs his whoever his agent is really good. But
Yeah, and how did they get back into retail after that last debacle?
yeah.
And after that Target clearance end cap thing? I just can't believe that. And it's just so funny too with vinyl because like the whole vinyl resurgence has been based all around like hipsters and like scene teenage kids. So do you really think that they're going after Garth Brooks or that the Garth Brooks audience is also into I mean, it's so unlikely.
Right. Or have any memory of listening to Garth Brooks on a vinyl anyway.
Right. I wonder what the breakdown is of like music fans. Like how prevalent is vinyl in the country music scene? I bet it's like the lowest
Oh yeah.
for sure.
8 tracks way up there.
Man, if that gets brought back, I can't believe cassettes are back.
Mm-hmm. Sold a few ZZ Top cassettes today.
Nice.
Yeah.
The joys of having one bathroom in my house right now. I hope the listeners are enjoying the acoustics happening behind me in the studio.
Well, if you didn't have the studio in the bathroom.
But it's so convenient. I never have to get off the toilet.
Yeah.
So you've been buying and flipping a lot of cassettes yet?
Just when I see some like old classic
Notable.
rock stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
They're still not like rare vinyl or anything like that, but the fact that people just buy them at all, it's weird.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I think like one of my last memories of a cassette was when I was in high school. I used to snowboard a lot, and you know, we'd carpool. It was like 20 minutes to the ski hill from where we lived. And my buddy picks me up one day. He's driving. He doesn't have the radio on the entire time. Like doesn't speak. I'm like, what's going on? Like this is weird. And he's like, shh, shh. So we get there, and then we're like 1 mile from the ski hill. Finally, like riding in silence. He's got this cassette that's hanging out of his like car's cassette deck. And all of a sudden he just like turns the knob, shoves in the tape, and it rolls down his windows and it's just breaking the law. Like he made me sit in silence the whole time so he could just have his tape queued up to break in the law. and we could blast it through this like shitty little ski town. It was so stupid. And he just laughed his ass off. And I was like, you are a moron.
I definitely bought cassettes just because I couldn't afford CDs. But
Oh yeah, did you have like the buddy that you would like dub stuff from too, and like copy cassettes back and forth?
Oh,
and
yeah.
One person would buy a CD and one person would buy the blank tapes, and they'd just share. And
or half the time it's just off the radio too. But
yeah, remembering like, oh, I want to record this song, so you'd wait there like all afternoon, and like sometimes they'd cue it up, but sometimes it would just play, and you'd have to like, you never caught like the first 5 seconds of your song.
No,
it's frustrating.
And then you'd hear like the dumb shit that the DJ would say immediately breaking into the last part of the song.
Yeah. Yeah, and as mature as I am and was as a kid too, it didn't take me long to realize like that I could just make my own recordings. So I used to do like a whole series of like fake radio shows and
oh yeah.
What are those called? Parodies?
Podcasts.
Yeah, it pretty much was a podcast. We would do parody songs and write like awful lyrics to stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Weird Al in it.
Yeah. Except way shittier because like you didn't have the music isolated, so you were singing over like the other person's lyrics. It was pretty bad. Singing is, I use that term loosely. Yeah. Yep. In fact, I found those years later. Like me and my buddy did like, God, probably like 4 hours of these on a bunch of different cassettes. And like, I immediately destroyed them when I was in college. This can never get out. This is awful.
That's too bad. We have the perfect outlet right now for that.
Ugh, nobody needs that. Nobody. This is bad enough. I already apologize to people when they say they listen to the show. I got that stuff out.
Well, we could always make new ones.
It's true. Well, we do every day or every 2 weeks.
Pretty much.
We haven't done it out of context in a while. I should probably get on that.
Yeah. Those are always good.
They're good. I feel like we don't say as absurd as stuff anymore, though. It's like we've matured or something. Slightly. And we did
about that.
We did talk about the properties of PS5 pretty in depth, so not that mature.
They brought it upon themselves when
they really did.
You have a phone like that.
Yeah. That's what they shitted on. Had a model that had a cassette deck into it.
Ooh, yeah.
So speaking of
Walkman
things,
yellow.
Yes. The Sony one, so iconic. It just like bolts in.
Yeah.
Great. Did you catch the KFC spoof? Like poking fun at Sony and
oh no, I don't think I did.
Yeah, so they have a whole trailer. You can watch it online, and KFC is like teasing. They have a trailer. It's like a 40-second trailer of a brand new console. And it's just like a black KFC bucket with like an oven drawer that pulls out so it can crisp your chicken for you. It's so great. It actually looks better than the PS5.
Yeah, I was going to say I might be most interested in that.
Yeah, it was pretty great. They just like shit all over them. It was awesome. Out of all companies too, KFC.
Yeah. Huh. Well, Taco Bell can't do that because they're going to be giving them away.
Are they really? I suppose they will. They do.
I don't know. They always do. Yeah.
Yeah. I always buy those boxes too and never win. Dang it.
Yeah.
Limited edition was a gold PlayStation 4 from Taco Bell. I saw somebody on Facebook Marketplace here has the Mountain Dew Xbox.
Really?
They're like one of 1,000, $350. I'm like, no,
ooh,
that's not worth it.
They really don't go that much, right?
No, that's probably high end. That's probably what they saw on price charting.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. I only ever knew one person who had one. And I was in college, and he literally got it because his roommate's dad worked for Pepsi, and they had to smash like 3 pallets of cans. And like, yeah, well, family can't order it. That's too obvious. So the roommate gets it.
So just corporate fraud, basically.
Yeah, right. It's like, that's sweet, man. Good for you.
Yeah.
I always thought the Halo version was cooler anyway. like slime green or translucent green.
Yeah. But there were so many. I mean, the Game Boys did that before, so.
Mm,
The 64s.
nobody remembered that.
Yeah. It's kind of surprising, though, like, back then there was only a few variations. Now it feels like there's a million.
Yeah, it's too much. Did you see that comment too? Speaking of PlayStation 5, that like somebody who worked for the design team was like with Sony was like, "Do you think special editions are crazy now? We're gonna go way over the top of the PlayStation 5." Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't get it.
A fleshlight on the top or what?
Probably. I just can't imagine. You think they would change the shell? Like, how extreme do you go with it?
I could see the slim toning it down a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
the other thing, isn't it supposed to be huge? Like it's the biggest console now?
Yep. And they're saying it's that big for like heat purposes, like venting, and makes sense, I guess. It's not super noisy, but also what the hell are you gonna do with that thing? You have to get a second entertainment stand for it.
Well, especially that it looks like garbage sitting down too.
Yeah, it does.
With the disc tray, for sure.
Your best bet will be to wall mount it behind your flat screen.
Never see it.
Yep. That's what I have with my 4 right now. It's in a closet behind the wall. Everything's wired behind it. I don't ever see it unless I'm putting a disc in. So.
Yeah. It's a good system.
And yes, I said disc in, not dick skin. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Dickens? What? Oh.
Oh, man.
Well, I got one more thing.
All right. I'm all ears.
Alex Kidd is back.
I saw this. And then I thought, why?
Hey, after the game Cure Mini anything's.
Okay.
Doors are open.
You got me there.
Sega's about to do anything, I think. They're just giving their stuff away and be like, hey, yeah, go for it.
Well, right. That's the thing, is they're not touching it, right? They're like, sure, we can have new Alex Kidd as long as you do all the work.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like basically the same engine as the Wonder Boy.
That's what I was wondering, yeah.
It looks like the same, like, graphical fidelity kind of and cartooniness. So I'm guessing it's just that.
Do people have the nostalgia for that, though? Because I don't know anybody who looks back on those Alex Kidd games and is like, yeah, those were good. They're bad. They're all bad.
Mm-hmm. My favorite part of the trailer was it said alternative boss fights. Like, does that mean they got rid of the
anymore?
Yeah, it won't be any.
Because they were all rock, paper, scissors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what a way to end a level, too. Get you a boss and you throw the wrong thing. And it's like those Famicom games that I like, where they do that, too. Like the random puzzles. It's dumb.
Oh, yes. I think Wagonland? Or
yes,
is that what it is?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. They all have that, and they're just strange.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
Is there a release date then for the Alex Kidd thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not all that interested in it.
Well, you're the Sega guy. You have to be interested in it.
I know. I didn't even play the Monster Boy one, and that would be the one I'd want to play anyway. So
was the Monster Boy the second one that they remastered?
Yeah, I think they did 2 of them yet, right?
Right. I bought the first one, and I remember liking it, and then by the time the next one came out, I was like, eh.
Yeah.
They probably have it next to me. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes there are just certain games that don't need to be remade. And I feel like Alex Kidd is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're going to do a collection. Like the history of Alex Kidd.
Well, it just goes downhill from there.
Isn't the best one supposed to be like Alex Kidd in Shinobi Land, where it's basically like Shinobi and not actually Alex Kidd? Yeah,
that one's good. The Genesis one is awful.
Yeah.
And that's where they're like, oh, I guess we need a different mascot. So.
Sonic?
Yeah. I hope they make a cartoony Altered Beast. That'd be cool.
I feel like we don't need Altered Beast. I feel like that was never a good game.
Why was it?
There's a lot of classic
There was the Game Gear.
games.
Poor
Yeah,
Alex Kidd.
there's a lot of stuff that is considered classic from the Sega perspective that I just don't get.
No.
Altered Beast I at least get for the sprite size back in the day, but like that is an awful thing to play.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, those, I mean, you look at Alex Kidd and the platformer as a platformer, it's just, I don't know. Master System in some cases was too colorful.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Gaudy primary colors sometimes, and I don't know.
Yeah. I agree with that. It's very pukey, pastel-y, and
yeah,
he's just not a good character. Is he a monkey or is he a kid? That's what I can never tell, because the sprite makes him look like he's a monkey kid, but
is he like the Chinese Journey to the West guy?
Oh, there
Goku
yes.
guy.
Actually,
Maybe.
we didn't talk about it last episode, but since we're talking about Sega again, I love that they've like done that whole thing to bring back the guy who was the Sega mascot for the Saturn in Japan. Like they dug him out of retirement, and now his son is like the new mascot for Sega in Japan. Like there's
really?
A whole press tour. Yeah, it's like crazy. Can't remember what the dude's name was, but he was like the crazy like dude in the kung fu outfit and all those Saturn commercials over there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. His son.
At least he's working for the same company and not like that backstabbing Verizon asshole.
Oh yeah, nobody likes. You can't be a waffler.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I get that guy confused with not. This is not a compliment for that guy, but I get him confused a lot with Jared from Subway. They look kind of similar. So, but obviously he's not as much of a sleazeball that we know of.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a journey that guy's had. Played the same annoying character for 2 different ad campaigns. 20 years apart. Good on him.
Where's the beef lady dead yet? Can we take her out?
Yeah, she had too much beef. Didn't last long after that commercial.
And
the making donuts guy from, was it Dunkin' Donuts? I make the donuts. Well,
yeah.
I don't know if I have anything.
No, after that, no. I can end this podcast.
Sure, if you'd like.
Sure. So, yeah, follow us on Geekade for all our posts and other geeky things like X-Men comics and beer, a whole bunch of other stuff. And obviously send us emails as well to weekendrentalpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to read them and love to hear your comments. And till next time, be kind, rewind.
Bread's done.
Banana bread?
Yep.